Janeiro, taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And taken down just shy of the 40. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Ready? Now Williams running left. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. They run it again with Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And just shutting him off there. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Good.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Condors 3.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tua. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw, and they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to Williams, loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now an audible here into something else. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Down the field and complete to Mooney. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tua Tagovailoa as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Go ahead.
Tua, a final shot before half. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
All right, come on.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
5-6. 52.
Pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there was a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Kyle Hamilton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Downfield and caught by Thornton. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Williams, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Ready?
Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Let's go now.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Ready?
They run. It's Williams. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll give to Hall. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. Now a hit and a loose football. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Oh, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
20, TX.
Play action, now it's Tua. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Time on two. Hey, 21 TA. 21G.
Tua going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes...
Touchdown, Jets! George Pickens, 28 yards. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
28-yard gain. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. And
for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Turbo one, high.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's thrown into the hands of Pickens. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter.